Hello Stellar Souls, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? I am doing well. Thanks for asking, said no one. We've got another pick a card, and this is all about August love, and you're like, Sam, where are the cards? I've got my mega deck here from Rebecca Campbell, so I'm going to shuffle the cards out right now and just give you a little message to go with the pick a card today. Pile number one, trust the niggle. The niggle. You can feel it in your nuggets. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Okay, that's pile number one. Pile number two. Pile number two for August love. August love. Pile number two. Answer the call. Ooh, that could be quite literally. What is your soul calling you to do? You may have a decision to make. I see you looking off into the distance there. Pile number three. Ooh, I'm going to take the top one. Sisterhood of the Rose, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. Ooh, there's some secrets. There's some higher learning going on there. So, interesting. August love, we're going to dive into it. Of course, only take what resonates. Don't let anything take from you. Remember that everyone does have free will and that time is fluid, even though we are talking about a particular month. I'm going to do things a little bit differently inside the readings as well today. But tune into your intuition if you're still not sure which of these cards pulled you instantly, called you instantly. This is pile number one. This is pile number two. This is pile number three. Once you have grounded yourself, chosen your pile, let's go. Let's tap into that energy. I will see you in your reading. Pile number one, you chose Trust the Niggle as your card. Okay, what is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? I'm going to push that right up there, actually, underneath the selenite. We're going to get tarot straight off the deck. What is happening for pile number one when it comes to love in the month of August, please, Spirit? We're going to get really clear messages because we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A 5-card spread. Okay. Why does that deck feel lighter than normal? That's interesting. Wow. Maybe you're having a sense of lightness. Okay. Trust the niggle. Maybe it feels too good to be true. Okay, your person's feelings. Your person's feelings. Pile number one. Person's feelings towards them. Queen of emotions. Wow. A lot of nurturing feelings. Wanting to give emotionally to this connection. Their view of you this month. Their view of you this month. The Emperor in reverse and the Hanged Muse. That feels like not taking action. If there was ever two cards together that said not taking action, okay, but that's their view of you. So are you not taking action? Okay, interesting. Their behavior towards you this month. Their behavior towards pile number one, please, Spirit. Their behavior. I'm going to take that. The 7 of Swords. Let me look at what else came out though. 4 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Emotions. This is their behavior towards you. So they're acting sneaky. They're acting sneaky, but it's because I feel like they're healing. They're getting their ish together. Personally, like mentally, financially, emotionally. There's a sense of loyalty that is coming up with that 6 of emotions there. So on the outside, you would think that they're avoidant or they're being a sly fox, you know, they're kind of hard to pin down at the moment. But I think they're crossing this bridge, right? They're crossing this bridge because of this energy. I'm going to keep that there. Okay, how do you feel about them? How do you feel about this person? How do you feel about this person? In the month of August, how do you feel about them? Why are so many cards coming out? The King of Wands and Justice. So feeling like it feels like unfinished business, I have to say, when it comes to passions, when it comes to passion projects. We'll get more into that in a sec. What's the overall energy? The Empress in this connection. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Materials. So the Three of Pentacles, collaboration. This requires cooperation. Okay. So, the Queen of Emotions here for this person's feelings towards you. They're feeling nurturing towards you. Like I said, I feel like they're trying to keep their heart open. I'm drawn to this like anemone that has like this open hole right where this person's heart chakra would be. So I feel like there's a portal to their heart. Like you are the portal to this person's heart. That is deep when it comes to their feelings, and all the tentacles that are reaching out from the anemones all over this card. Is that how you say it? The sea creatures, the corals, they're all reaching. So I feel like this person, even if you're in separation, this person is like energetically, emotionally reaching out to you, possibly in the 5D. I think they've got like a very caring, compassionate feeling towards you at the moment. Can you clarify the Queen of Emotions, please, for this person's feelings towards pile number 1? I think they're trusting the niggle. And I also see you like holding in this, if this is you in the original card that we pulled, trust the niggle, you're also like cradling your heart chakra. It's more like your solar plexus, so like protecting your power, possibly protecting your peace as well. And maybe you've got two people like hovering in your energy at the moment, pile number 1. I feel called to just pop that there now because I feel like I need to pick it up again. It's funny that they're in the background and they're black and white and you are this lavender cloaked figure. You know, it's like I just need to protect my peace, tapping into my spirituality, tapping into my intuition. I think this person picks up that you too are a caring person. Actually, it really feels like you have been caring to this person. With the overall energy in this connection being the Empress, it's a great deal of like mothering energy coming through. We are talking about love. So it could be a same-sex situation here, but I feel like more than anything, it's like they've gotten so much from you in the past that I think it's like they feel like they need to trust the niggle to tell you something, to tell you how much they care, but to show you how much they care. But I think they're not, because the Emperor being in reverse, with their view of you this week, it's like just when they were going to, you know, I feel like they've had this new perspective in this Hanged One, and it's like they've been hanging upside down in limbo for so long. Ooh, I need to clarify because I just got a little hit of intuitive message and I don't want to say it until I know for sure. It's like possibly you were leading the way for so long in this connection. Possibly you were in your masculine energy and now there's a reversal. Now it's like this person sees you reversing your energy, and they're coming through as the more feminine energy. When I feel like for a lot of you watching, you are the feminine. The dominant feminine, I should say. Because we all have masculine and feminine within us. Clarify the Queen of Emotions for how this person feels. Ooh, something flipped. Yeah, 10 of Wands. How this person feels. How this person feels. Clarify the Queen of Emotions. I think this person is so overburdened. They're still overburdened. Look, I really feel like, and I don't always read the tarot exactly how it comes out because I get a lot of channeled messages, and sometimes tarot gets in the way, I have to say, and I focus too much on translating the cards rather than listening to the channeled messages. But please flip it if you need to. I get the sense that when this person was extremely in it, and I still feel like they're in it, there's some kind of justice, some kind of legal situation that this person possibly is going through, possibly with, I'm drawn to the figure at the top of the card here, possibly with someone that was like meant to be a mother figure. So whether that's their actual mum, whether it's a friend, whether it's a baby mum or something like that, there's that kind of energy coming up. And I feel like when they were really in it and they were working through their, like, the most tumultuous part of this journey for them, and they felt like they were getting to the end, but the finish line never arrived, and they just had to keep focusing, and they never had enough time for you because they were burning the candle, the midnight oil. They were burning the candle at both ends, and they were exhausted. I feel like you came through for this person, and I feel like now this person is ready to, like, deliver some of that to you. They're actually viewing you as going, actually, no, because you've taken so long, I'm withdrawing my go-getter, action-oriented energy from you. Interesting. Clarify the Emperor in reverse for their view of you. You may be struggling a bit financially as well. And so that might be what's going on here. Struggling financially, even though you're working really hard, you're not actually hitting any of your milestones. And this person wants to come in and care and cook and clean and just be there for you, listen to you, be empathetic towards you. And especially if you have your own business, I feel like this is like a little bit of struggle and you're in a bit of a limbo phase where you just are like, when's my next big break coming through? Or it's them, or it's them. Clarify the Emperor, the Fool, and it might have you making some foolish decisions right now. You might feel really out of balance. You might be feeling really stuck, and so you're just like, well, since nothing seems to be happening and moving in other areas of my life, I need to get off this tree and make things happen. But like, you're still hanging. Like, look at this full energy. You're like just about to jump, but you're not in the Emperor energy of action, because the Emperor is ruled by Mars, and it's like, go get a fiery energy. And if it's in reverse, there's a delay in this. There's this hang 10, give me a minute, I need to overthink this. I need a new perspective, really. And this full energy is really what's, they're viewing you this month as someone who they can't understand. There feels like there's confusion. There feels like there's a push-pull kind of energy here. And then their behavior towards you, no wonder you're looking at them like a sly fox. No wonder they feel like they're being sneaky, because potentially communication between you two is drying up, because there is this overwhelm feeling in other areas of your life, and this sense of confusion within you where you are possibly being hot and cold, or they're being hot and cold. And so this energy of someone here feeling like they're being sneaky because the communication isn't what it used to be. But I really feel like their behavior towards you is actually like not really seen, not really. It's behind closed doors, to be completely honest. With our Four of Swords, it's a retreat kind of energy. We are dealing this whole month with Venus in retrograde, as you would have heard me talk about in your zodiac monthly readings, which are, by the time I put this up, I think the fire signs and air signs would be up. So go and watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus in those. But I do think with this Venus in retrograde, in Leo season, there is just some things that require some special attention when it comes to love and romance and self-love especially. It's like, yes, new things can get off the ground, but they require really conscious communication of things that, especially if it's exes coming back around, and especially if you feel that this is someone you have unfinished business with, which is kind of what I was feeling down here. Then this is a situation where this person is doing what they feel, the niggle, the trust, they're trusting their niggle of just like, look, something isn't moving forward, and so I just, instead of panicking, I need to just go about my own business. And in a way that's making you, like, it's making their behavior towards you look as inconsistent as possibly yours has been, okay? And there's this withdrawal to heal. There's this withdrawal to really tap into that niggle. I mean, if there is another art depiction of this card, it would be this. You know, it's like, oh, I'm going to stay still long enough because I've been so busy and you've been so busy and we haven't been able to connect in the way that we potentially normally have. Especially if someone is walking away from this person at the top of the card here, that just feels like something that was lost, something has been lost. Then there's this sense of like, let me sit still long enough and get these downloads, okay, straight into my third eye, okay? I open myself to inner guidance and wisdom. This is intuition, your direction in life, sense of purpose. And it's like, okay, wait a minute, where am I going? A lot of self-love is going to be able to open the doorway, right? Okay, which doorway do I take? There's a door at the back here, at the very back of this card. And then you've got this person like crossing this little bathtub threshold weir kind of thing here. So it's like, oh, do I dive into this or do I take that little exit out the back there? And then you've got the Nine of Materials, which is all about like wish fulfillment when it comes to your own physical assets and career and feeling like you've hit like treasure. This person may be really trying to indulge a little bit, even though they feel like there's this hollowness within them. There's this hollow energy coming from their heart chakra. It's like over here, I felt like it was open and it was trying to call you in. But over here, there's a sense of longing and loneliness. So yeah, I feel this person really is picking up on your energy shift that has happened here. You guys might know each other from like childhood, teenage years. You might have had a sense of loyalty towards each other for a long time. Children could be involved. But there's definitely been challenges here. It's like Pandora's box, to be completely honest. It's a feeling of like, if I open this can of emotions here, and that's why they're possibly just hiding their feelings a little bit. Just, you know, the woman sitting at the edge of the bridge has a fox face on, right? So it's like, I'll just have a bit of a poker face while I just get my stuff together. And they may not be wanting to appear weak. You know, they want to keep their quick wit about them, because this can sometimes look like, especially if they're in their masculine energy, but they're presenting as feminine and caring and nurturing towards you, you might have really caused this shift in this person, to be completely honest. And it's like a flip, that the role reversal here has got them a little bit confused in their own self. But they're trying to do what they can. I really feel like they've learnt from you. They've learnt to tap into what is within them and heal that. And that's perfect. That is actually perfect for right now. It's perfect for Venus in retrograde. Ace of Wands at the bottom. I was just going to say anything else about that. I think they're really wanting like a restart in terms of passion, okay? They would love to come forward and be like, hey, let's just like get busy with it. Like, some of my healing wants to happen, you know, sensually. But I really feel like you're not exactly open to that, or you're just making irrational decisions. And so this person may feel a little bit standoffish while they just like watch, you know, like, I don't want to get involved. Let me just watch what's going on here. Because they're picking up on the shift and they're unsure about it, but they've got a lot of passion towards you. I really feel like this person is having, like, their awakening is like heated up so much. And I feel that you have in some way intertwined in this person's life enough that you have taught them how to care, but because they've taken so long to care, or this journey together has taken so long, and there's potentially been some like one-sided, now the script has flipped and it's the other way around. You're kind of in this disconnect energy. But this person is like, wait, now I'm ready. It's really interesting. You've also got the Ace of Emotions and the Ace of Pentacles. There is this, and the Two of Cups, soulmate energy, followed by the Ace of Swords. That is all the aces. The Ace of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. There is a new beginning just hovering on the sidelines here, where there's, hey, I want to offer you my cup of love. I want to offer you truth. I want to offer you, the key to my home or something like that, or the key to my heart. I want to take you on a date. I feel we're soulmates. We've been doing this dance for long enough. But there's this energy of like the plait, the weaving is still happening. Okay, there's still weaving happening. Look, after September 4th, when Venus goes direct again, I feel like this is when accumulation of all of this is going to kind of start unfolding for you. So how do you feel about this person? You've got the King of Wands and Justice energy here. So I feel like you've got passion, but you also feel like you're holding back a bit, because you're not coming through as like the Page of Wands. With this King of Wands, it feels like you've got like innovation, strategy, and planning on your side, but you're waiting for something now to be fully realized. You're waiting for something to be set right in order to act on that. It's like you're no longer in this energy of wanting to rush forward, which I feel like it's not even showing up here, but I feel like in the past that was your energy of wanting to rush forward. This is still lingering, but I don't think it's really directed towards this person, because you haven't taken the leap. In fact, this is one of the cards, and I'd love to get another deck and see the full card on that. But it's like this person's feet in the full card, both are flat on the ground. The intention to rush forward is there, and they view you as having the intention to take this leap of faith, but you're cautious. You're now just having this pause moment. And I think this is with you. How do you feel about them? This is you going, yeah, I'm battling, wanting to rush forward with wanting to be stable. Okay. Because the wands are fast moving. This is testing our beliefs and our values and our willpower. And I look at that energy. It's like you facing you and the willpower of going, do you know what? Now that it's like taken this long, now that it's like the shoes on the other foot, the imbalance here that is going on is making you go, wait a minute, I just need to wait until all the masks are completely off. The cracking open has completed. So it's like this person doing this work, I intuitively look at that Four of Swords at the bottom, right? So how you feel towards them is actually mirroring how their behavior towards you is, this is what they're showing you as their behavior. Sneaky, like it might be secretive, but you have the intuition. I feel you're in this energy, and I feel like you're in this energy. You have strong intuition coming through. And I feel like the Trust the Niggle is strongly talking about intuition and tapping into that. And so I feel like you are going, okay, who will reveal their true self? Oh my goodness, some of you are dealing with 2 fire signs. Remember how I said you could have 2 energies in your vicinity? You could possibly be dealing with 2 fire signs. You might even have strong fire in your own chart. And I feel like there's a battle of, not egos, because it feels like everyone suddenly put their ego to rest for a minute and everyone's trying to get a new perspective, and it's like, who will jump first? But who's healed enough to do the jump? It's like, who's got their kit on to do the skydive first? Sorry about the light change. We're dealing with morning natural lighting. And that's it. I feel like whose true colors will reveal first. So as you see this particular person that you came to the reading to ask about, and if it is just one, it is just one. And these people here are your higher selves, okay? And your spirit team, and possibly even the 2 directions you could go in. And that's what I was picking up with the Hanged Muse, and what I was picking up here with the 4 of Voices, of this person also feeling the same, of okay, do I take this door or that door? But you're picking up that this person although they appear to be, you know, keeping secrets of some sort, you're picking up intuitively that they are doing the healing work, okay? Because how do you feel about them? You feel like they do need to heal. You feel like, yeah, okay, you want to rush towards me with this passionate offer, but I already know that you're doing the healing work. So, like, you're not quite there yet. You know what I mean? The justice hasn't completely been served yet. You haven't been revealed. And look at this person, right? It's like this person here walking on this little path needs to come out the other end. It's like this game or this, like, transformation that happens. Oh, their mask will come off and then they'll come out the other end. These cards are magic. Wow. Love it. Love it. This is all feeling very divinely timed. So anything else that we need to know about how do you feel about them? How do you feel about them? In the month of August, how does pile number 1 feel about this person? And again, I wanted to say them. 5 of Cups, sense of disappointment. You do have to break a heart here. And especially if you're dealing with 2 people and you need to make a choice. That's a big cup that you're pushing over with your foot. In fact, there's already 3 strawn cups. Okay, so it's like, how many times have you tried to reinvent? And not blaming you, but how many times have you guys tried to reinvent this situation? How many times have you, you know, asked for the healing, the healed version of this person? And not everyone is completely healed when we come into relationships. That's not what I'm trying to say at all. We can heal together. But I feel like there's a strong sense that there were distractions and there were burdens and there was a lot of walking away, working on it, walking away, working on it. And now it's like, hang on a minute, I need to just get a fresh perspective on this. And this person is energetically picking up on the same thing and doing the same thing. But it's like, now you know, now you're listening to your, instead of the passion to move forward at speed, you're actually like, hang on a minute, how can I extend this passion? If I project the passion into the future, is it long lasting? And so there is a sense of someone is going to get their heart broken here. But there's the ultimate love, right? The ultimate cup of love is sitting behind this person and it looks like it's full of jewels and crystals. I think there's definitely some divine timing. There's definitely some divine redirection going on here. So if you feel a sense of loss, loneliness, almost depression, but you've got this inner light that really does guide you with the King of Wands. If you're feeling a little bit lonely, just keep reminding yourself this month that justice will prevail here. Like, the right thing will balance out. The scales will balance out here, and you will be shown the way by not just the downloads that you get with this, like, coming through the crown chakra here, but also by just the way things have already been laid out. Like, it's already blueprinted. It's like something here is going to be taken care of. I feel like you need some advice on that. Any advice on that situation? Really focus on your own, like, redirecting that passionate energy that you might want to take a leap of faith towards someone, you know, just to feel something, just to feel alive. Oh gosh, I feel you. Oh, that hurt my heart then. Redirect that energy towards the things in your life that you're trying to set right and that you're trying to bring into balance. Focus that energy on you. That's always the solution when you're dealing with situations where you cannot control what someone else will do. I just saw the 9 of Cups and the 4 of Swords back again. Literally, focus on yourself. Focus on the treasure within. Focus on you. Where it was the 9 of Pentacles that I was looking at over here before. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles. How interesting that they are very much similar. One's Pentacles and one's Cups. Look at the... I've never noticed that. The imagery is very similar. This person focusing on their coin and you focusing, yeah, on your coin because it's treasure. But it's like, I feel like there's an offer coming through for you. As I lent my hand over there, I nearly got burnt by the flame. So that's interesting. It's like, this could be too hot at the moment. This could be too hot at the moment and burn out quickly. And that's why I was picking up the Page of Wands with this kind of king energy, and it's like a graduation. So there was a page of wands at play at some point in time where it was flighty and hot and cold, as I was talking about over here. And you can feel that energy bubbling up inside you, and you're like, oh, now I'm starting to act like they used to act, or something like that. And you're wanting to kind of focus on you, focus on your own healing. If they're healing, I'm going to heal. Very twin flamey kind of energy, or a strong soulmate kind of energy here, showing up with the Two of Cups and this dance where you really energetically feel each other, and you know that you have to do the healing work. You could be making a hard decision, and it could come at not the cost, but it could come because you're accepting something that finally goes in your favor, okay? This wish fulfillment that finally goes in your favor. It's like, yeah, I'm getting justice in one department, but when it comes to love, I feel like there's a push-pull. But there is this strong light within you. This is how you feel about this person, remember? So I feel like there's a feeling of no matter what happens in which way I go, this is going to work out how it needs to work out. And you will still see this person in the best possible light with that King of Wands. I'll still have passion and love towards that person. But I feel like you're actually getting something cool happen to you. I might have to do another career reading. Pick a card for this month. Interesting energy. All right, let's move on. What is the overall energy of this connection? The Empress. The Empress is the 3. The 3 is about expression, gropes, and gropes. For some of you, it might be growth and groups. And then you've got the 3 of Pentacles over here. So there is this sense of working together to sort this out. But I feel like it's in the energetic realm. It's in that 5D. And interesting that there's 3 people on this, and there's 3 Pentacles, right? Collaboration. It's a dance between you, your higher self, and the divine, or it's a dance between you, this other person, and someone in the background. And it might be that both of you are dealing with, you know, divorce, especially with the Justice energy, or with separation from people who you have some kind of tie to. It could even be like leaving a long-term job for some of you. Yeah, look at that. The 6 of Swords, moving away from chaos is the overall energy of this connection, and just lifting the hood on everything. It's like getting real with yourself so you can get real with each other, so you can get the impact and the direction and the purpose in your life that you're meant to redirect on. And again, coming from the heart chakra, is this radiating light. And that's an interesting depiction for the Empress, because she's normally depicted as pregnant, okay? And she's bringing creativity and life into the world. She's literally the creation source. So something is being created here. Something is, and you need to trust that. Overall, you need to trust this niggling feeling. And what is it trying to tell you? I strongly feel like it's trying to tell you to relax into this like hangman period, and nurture yourself and nurture the things that you can control, avoiding the arguments, okay? The overall energy of this connection is wanting to work together, is wanting to be honest with each other, is wanting to build a ladder towards growth, and yeah, that working together kind of collaboration, cooperation kind of energy. The conversations may not be happening just yet, even though the 3s are expressive. It's like, I feel like you need to express yourselves to yourselves first before you can start expressing to each other, because you don't want to end up back in petty argumentville. Yeah. Oh, that's a lot. We have the 10 of Swords. Really mentally focusing on better things and focusing on what you're creating in the world as individuals. Then the Knight of Cups shows up, wearing his heart on his sleeve. You've got the Emperor in reverse again and the Devil upright. Yeah, I really feel like you are dealing with 2 people, but it could be that one person is showing you multiple sides, okay? Like I was talking about with this Justice energy, it's like, you just don't know what version of this person that you're going to get. It's like this person is sweet and charming, but they don't have the motivation, or this connection at the moment doesn't have the motivation to move forward as it should. Possibly because both of you, and I'm going to say some of you, because of it feels like there is multiple people in the background. Some of you might be struggling financially, and that might be causing you to want to act out. That's that devil energy of like this energy here, the Emperor in reverse, the hang Muse and the Fool. It's like, oh, some of you are going to be acting out in ways where, because you feel a little bit unstable and unsure and you feel out of control about a few things, possibly even a lot of things, because you've got a lot on your mind. I think you both have a lot on your mind, and you've been trying to restart something in the midst of a huge level up kind of period here. And so some of you might be turning to toxic people, toxic past people, okay, toxic habits, and you're really trying not to do that. You know, that push-pull between your own fiery energy of, do I invest it in myself, or do I go out and break a heart or two? You know, it's like this kind of energy of overdoing something, falling back into codependency, strongly falling back into codependency with the Emperor in reverse, because you're out of your power. And here, if you look at this as like the sun, right? The sun coming out of either her heart or her solar plexus, especially for the solar plexus energy, but even as the heart energy, it's you need to have the courage to love unconditionally, but also love unconditionally yourself, but also the courage to trust in your own personal power. And the direction that this seems to be heading in is just a period of pause. Let's get our ish together first, both of us, all of us. And this too will figure itself out, but I strongly feel you're just trying not to get aggravated. You're trying not to get frustrated. You're trying not to be too up in your head about this. And I strongly feel this Knight of Cups might even be another person trying to enter at the same time, okay? Strongly feel this could be another person trying to enter at the same time. Because you could have a devil energy in your midst. You could have an Emperor who's normally got their ish together acting the Fool in reverse, and you could have this Knight of Cups coming in being like, hey, so in amongst all this, you might decide to get on a dating app or something like that, and then you meet this charming person with their heart on their sleeve. Like, what the heck? Two of Swords, you've definitely got decisions to make here. And this is the overall energy of the connection that we mainly are focusing on, that you mainly came to this reading to ask about. That connection, and I put that over the Emperor in reverse. Oh, you can barely see because of the sun. Oh my gosh, sorry. Yeah, I put that over the Emperor in reverse, right? The Two of Swords just instinctively put it over that. So there's a strong decision to make when it comes to this person who potentially owns their own business, is doing well, but at the moment you're like, why is this person like saying they're struggling when I feel like I'm the one struggling? Like, normally they've got their ish together and now they're coming forward as being nurturing when I'm normally the one being nurturing. Like, what is going on here? What is going on with us? So that is a lot. That is a lot. Let's have a look at what the person that you mainly came here for, what would they say to you right now? I love you unconditionally. We talked about that. There is that emphasis on expressing that. And it feels like they're creating courage, because I was talking about the solar plexus. They're creating courage to be able to do that. And the heart chakra, like opening up, it really does say, like if there was a mantra for the heart chakra, it would be that I have the courage to love unconditionally, okay? This person is really opening that up as they heal and diving into deep emotions about that. They might have to crack themselves wide open. So they're going through a vast array of emotions. And that's why their behavior towards you is like, are you Arthur or Martha, right? Anything else that this person would say to pile number one? So many things remind me of you. I love you. I left when I saw you with someone. Yeah, they could have. Or they held back and decided to do this work on themselves when they saw that there's potentially other people in your midst. And I regret lying to you. And I think that's mainly about this person's like, I can't tell you everything because I was trying to protect you from something energy here. Let's get an advice card. Let's get an advice card here for pile number one. Can we get some advice for pile number one, please, Spirit? Can we get an advice card for pile number one? I'll take both. And the overall feelings in love. Oh gosh. Wow. You have anger and pain. Pain came out in reverse though, so that's interesting. Look, there's the red hot passion that seems to be coming up with the King of Wands energy over here in how you feel about them, and the Ace of Wands energy that this person is, you know, their behavior towards you. There's this hot and cold, and it's anger and pain because I feel like both of you, all of you are processing, okay? You have unlikely. So there's unlikely going to be any action towards the passion because of this processing of anger and pain. And it could be anger at the situation and pain over, you know, the disappointment of even having to let a few people down, or even if you know, accidentally take a foolish action and you're led by that sense of passion and you reconnect with the devil energy here. You know, even if it's just talking to that person and it causes you a sense of anger at self. Goodness me, this lighting. Then there's that kind of like, it's unlikely going to be a resolution this month. Please only take that how it resonates. That's just what's coming up in the cards. If it's not for you, pick another pile. If there's no message here for you, go and watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, August zodiacs, okay? Ask for help from others. That may be important when it comes to possible therapy. That is the Three of Pentacles right there, okay? Asking for help as well, especially if it comes to material things, you know, at your work and you don't know what to do about money and you need financial advice, ask for help from others. But even if it's like, well, how do we move forward in separating assets for some of you? All of that is present here. Wow, courage. Lucky number 13. You've got Libra and balance here, and you've got the dagger, which is really talking about like cutting things through to the truth and the core. And that is what Venus in retrograde in the sign of Leo is actually doing, because courage is Leo energy, right? So it's really cutting to the core of, well, where best do you want to use your courage? And this herb, this plant on this deck, this is the Green Witch Oracle. So their plants is time, right? Time. But only time will tell what the resulting balance of this situation will look like. And will it be lucky or will it be unlucky? It's how you view it. It's how you have the courage to view this situation. If you've never experienced the joy of accomplishing more than you can imagine, plant a garden, okay? So a garden can be wild. A garden can be filled with bugs. A garden can be resurrected the next day because the sun came out, okay? So there's something here that requires courage to see this period through, where there's a lot of confusing energies and there's a lot of like truths that are being revealed amongst the confusion, okay? So things will balance out eventually with one of these parties or none of these parties. It's your intention and the way you alchemize this anger and this pain, which is an unfortunate part of experiencing love, but can be a very valuable lesson in determining your own truth as well. Okay, so trust the niggle of where you're called to go and called for what you're meant to be doing at this point in time when it comes to love. Okay, that is what I have for you, pile number 1. That was quite the journey. Please let me know how it resonated in the comments. I'm sending you so much love, sending you so much courage. You got this. Everything's going to be okay. I love you guys. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please, the link is in the description box below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Pile number 2, you chose the Answer the Call card. What is your soul calling you to do? I feel like you're looking for a new beginning. You're looking out over this escarpment. Do you say that? Escarpment? Escarpment? Escarpment. What is your soul calling you to do? Yeah, I feel like there's a decision. I said that when I pulled that card for you, but is it to move away? Is it to move forward? Is it to choose between two people? It really could have to do with like your purpose, which I just put a pick a card reading about your purpose up if you want to go and watch that. But I feel like your soul calling, not just your soul calling, what is your soul calling you to do, but like your soul calling, your soul purpose may have an impact on the direction, right? Direction, you looking out over this of your love life. starting in the month of August. And Venus being in retrograde, Venus rules love and money. And with it being in retrograde, then it's obviously got you questioning those two things. So your purpose could be leading the way. Let's have a look at the person on your mind's feelings. The person on pile number 2's mind and their person's feelings towards them. Their feelings towards you are the Hanged Muse. The view of you this month. They might be waiting to hear the outcome of your decision. And so they feel like they can't, they might be mirroring it. Yeah, 10 of Wands. Yeah, that's their view of you this month. You are overburdened and exhausted and overworked. And I think this person is like, just hang back for a minute until they make their decision, until they answer the call of what they want to do. So as not to disturb you, pile number 2. Their behavior towards you this month. Their behavior towards you. The King of Wands. How do you feel about them? The King of Wands in this is feeling a little bit reserved because of what I just said. So their behavior towards you could be filled with a lot of passion, but I feel like they're trying to channel it in another direction, or just hold. You know, it's like it might be boiling and bubbling, but they have the wherewithal with the King of Wands to use it better, to use the passion that they have for you better. So use it for innovation, growth, strategy, and planning. And I feel like they are planning because they're waiting to see your next move. How do you feel about them is the 7 of Pentacles. So it feels like something that you could see a future with. You could see this working. You could see this as something, if you put effort into it, would reap some kind of harvest at some point. What's the overall energy in this connection, please, Spirit? The Queen of Wands. So you got the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. You've got a divine counterpart situation going on here. Lots of fire energy, and you've got 8 with the Leo Strength card coming out at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like there's strength between, not just overall in this connection of like, this is a strong connection, obviously. And it could be something that is really passionate between the two of you. And if you want to, it could be something where you utilize these passions and go forward and on the plan, which I think the King is planning. Okay, they're planning, but you also have the foresight to see ahead with this road and the paved with petals. It's like, I can see where this can go. So there's strength in the connection, but I also think it's calling on personal strength for you to dig deep within and answer the call of where do I need to go next. But also this person of hanging back despite their feelings for you because of the potential position that you find yourself in. Okay, interesting. Yours is very clear cut. Pile number 1 was a bit of a mess just getting to that point. So let's have a look at more information. And the Hanged Muse, the person's feelings for you. 7 of Cups, 10 of Swords. I mean, they're in a hang Muse position. They're in this limbo position, possibly because they're like, well, do I need to keep my options open? That's essentially what I'm getting from those 2 cards. Do I need to keep my options open? Is that why this person is pausing? Is that why they're feeling exhausted? Because they have other options and they're talking about you, pile number 2. That's what I feel this person is thinking in this limbo position. But they are getting a new perspective, and this card is very yellow. So I feel like they are understanding at least, or they will understand at least, why you are having this. And look, you may be dealing with other people, or they may be dealing with other people. But I strongly feel they're looking at you with this 10 of Swords, and they're up in their head and overthinking. They're like, sugar, am I in this position where I need to, you know, seek other options as well, because this doesn't feel like it's moving anywhere at the moment. Clarifying the 10 of Wands is the 5 of Pentacles. I'll move that down and put these here. Da and da. So their view of you this month is possibly someone who is struggling financially. But I also feel like their view of you is like that you're possibly keeping this person out in the cold, really, is what I feel. They feel like you've got the key to their heart. Like you are their sanctuary, and you seem to be keeping them out in the cold for some reason because of this burden that you have and this decision that I feel that you're making. Their view of you is still, but I have an emotional attachment to you. I'm here. I'm showing up for you. I'm, at least energetically, if not like they're actually here emotionally for you as well. They may have just recently poured their heart out to you, okay? And so they're viewing you as like, I think they are hoping that you will use your emotions in the most mature possible way to make the best decision for yourself. And they understand that it may be a very emotional decision that you have to make. And that's why you may be blocking some people out right now. Especially if you're needing to walk away from something. And look how zen this King of Cups is, okay? I feel like they look cool, calm, and collected on the outside. Pile number 2 looks cool, calm, and collected on the outside. But they're not letting me in for some reason. So do I need to seek options elsewhere? Okay. Their behavior towards you. Clarify the King of Wands. The Death and Rebirth. So with it being... there feels like a delay in a rebirth. The Ten of Cups, their behavior towards you is like they're delaying coming towards you with the plan. Remember I said this king is giving me planning energy. They're delaying the rebirth of a potential situation, and whether that is something that never got off the ground or whether this is someone who you live with and you have a commitment with, but they're just like, oh, can we get back to, like, I just heard the good part. Let's go back to the good part. Whatever that lyric is just popped into my head. So it's like, there's just a delay in rebirthing like the plan, the strategy towards having this happy family life because of this decision that needs to be made. They might be just trying to keep up appearances at this point, but they know that there's something troubling you. That landed on the seat of my, like the arm of my chair. I'm actually going to take it... yeah, which way does that want to come? It's in the blockage position. The moon in the blockage position. It is in the reverse. Okay. There are things that are unseen in this. There are emotions that they know that you are potentially dealing with. And flip it if you need to. Completely flip this whole thing if you need to. They know that there's deep emotions here, but it's just like, can you bring them up? Because I'm seeing you look cool, calm, and collected. And normally you are someone who has deep emotions for me, pile number 2, but I'm not seeing them come out right now. And so I'm not holding back on this rebirth with all my might for this family love and joy, because I don't know where I stand. And there's this secrecy, there's this energy of, well, what happens next? And I guess that is essentially what Venus retrograde in the love sector is going to do. It's really going to make you question a lot of things. It's going to make you heal in deep ways. But I do feel with the moon being in reverse that it's going to start coming to light over the course of the month. In fact, clarify the moon in reverse, because in reverse it's technically going to be the sun, or at least the sun rise. Like it's going to slowly start to show you where the secrets lie. Ooh, Tower in reverse. Yeah, it's going to slowly start rebirthing. It's going to slowly start rebirthing and rebuilding as a solid foundation. Slowly, because I think this death and rebirth is saying there's a delay in the restart process. Okay, so it's like, yeah, happy family vibes, behavior towards you, but I know there's work to be done. And that's part of the plan that this person seems to be behaving towards you, is just like, I think they're really observing you. They're observing your burdens, and they're observing how it's affecting you, and how you've got a kind of like a mask on about how it's affecting you. And so they're trying to just keep it together when they know there's going to be some work that needs to be done. Either like after September 4th, right? After Venus goes direct again, or just after this month in general, after a period of, well, after you answer the call, whenever that freaking happens. And not to like put pressure on you, but it's like that is the catalyst. That is the key. That is your point of strength. And that is literally the decision you have to make that's then going to push justice in the right direction. Okay. It's then going to be like, okay, the story from here is, the balance from here is. And it does feel like it might balance out a few things when it comes to finances. It's going to balance out truths, spoken, lessons that needed to be learned, and even potential new job opportunities, especially if this is you suffering from some kind of financial loss, job loss, or something like that. Just not feeling completely on top of your game. And I think there's a decision of do I move away? Because the Two of Wands showing up can often talk about travel as well, and a decision of which way to go. So it's a strength coming up here for you to make the best decision for you, regardless of what this person is feeling, okay? So how do you feel about them? Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Clarify the Seven of Pentacles for pile number 2, please, Spirit. Wow, that is a lot. We have Justice, balance required because I'm sick of being up all night thinking about this. Strength, because literally it's what we've just been talking about. To heal from heartbreak, realizing that your hands aren't tied, and moving forward. So you're viewing how you feel about this person is that, yes, it is going to require some work, but you're viewing this person under the lens of what decision you need to make here. Okay. And it's like, if I move forward with this, then I do have to come to terms with some kind of heartbreak in the past, possibly between the two of you, or just facing my own demons and letting love back in. And by facing your own demons, I kind of mean like facing the heartbreak that hurt you before you even got in this connection. Okay. For some of you, it could be from a divorce or separation or a legal matter. And it's calling for all your strength to even like see this still in this light, because of how much you've got going on and how many burdens are affecting you. And this person, like, they're obviously seeing it and they're obviously picking up on it, whether you are expressing it or not. Okay. So the Queen of Wands being the overall energy for this connection, and there being a divine connection here, or a soulmate kind of energy, a match. You've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Why? Why the Four of Pentacles in reverse? King of Pentacles. The overall energy I'm feeling like is a sense of Nine of Wands, of perseverance, of seeing this through. It's like I strongly feel a sense of loyalty coming through, and a sense of investing in this situation. In like, it's almost like a vow. It's like, I'm here to protect you even when you're not able to hold on to a job or hold on to money or keep your heart open as you struggle through things, like through thick and thin, sickness and health, like poverty and wealth. I don't even know. I've never been married. I don't know what the vows are. Something like that. It's that kind of energy. I feel a deep sense of healing coming over the both of you. Like the sun is going to, like with the moon in reverse, the sun is going to come back out, and there's just a warmth coming over this connection, and a warmth coming between the two of you. And that like underlying warmth is really like holding things together. That is the beautiful strength energy that's coming up in the overall connection, but also coming up within you and the way you look at this connection. But I think this person is a little bit scared, I have to say. Is there anything else you need to tell me about the Hanged, Muse, the Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Cups for how this person is feeling? The Ace of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they're just not saying how they feel because they don't want to add to your burdens. And that, yeah, there's something like embarrassed. It's almost like they'd be embarrassed that that they were fooled, or that they misunderstood or misread, or that they were loyal to something that felt warm to them and they were really giving to this situation, and they felt that you guys had a good equal give and take to each other, and, you know, that you accepted their nurturing ability, like in terms of providing for this situation. This person might be scared that you're fully disconnecting from this, but I think it's just a case of like you've got a decision to make about which direction you go in next. And there's something like where this person wants to ground this situation, or perhaps the two of you want to ground this situation, and this person's like, I can't tell pile number 2 just yet how much I want to ground this situation. Like they might want to move this into engagement, into moving in together, into marriage even, and they're just a little bit scared to express fully how they're feeling, because they can feel that you are, you know, looking at your options in terms of direction. And I feel like it could be travel as well. Like you may be called, in order to repair your finances, you might have to take a job elsewhere away from this connection. But I feel like this person, Page of Wands, it's like this person wants to reach out and be like, hey, no, stay, like, and almost like cuddle you, smother you in cuddles is kind of the energy that I'm picking up here. And it's like, no, remember what we have. Like, remember, we can get in this boat and we can sail through the chaos together. Remember what we agreed upon. Don't let this be for nothing, kind of thing. Oh, that's kind of sad, but I mean, I think it's just a situation that is calling for you to follow your soul's calling, and it will be whatever it will be, because there's potential here for sure, for rebirth, for resurrecting, for the heat to come back, for the passion to come back. It's actually there. It's underlying this whole thing, but it's just like potentially not the forefront. It's not the focus right now. Because, and interestingly enough, pile number 1 had a pretty similar message, although theirs was just a little bit messier. So this is almost like maybe it's the beginning, maybe it's the end of the situation that pile number 1 is going through. But regardless, if you were drawn to both piles, it's just an essence of this has potential to grow forward if you want it. But I strongly feel like the answering the call is to do with your own personal stuff right now, and that's why you need the strength. In fact, the 8/8 portal, if you're watching this before the 8/8 portal in August, the 8th of the 8th, it might be really telling, might be very revealing, okay, for this moon energy to reveal itself, for the tower's foundation to be rebuilt, for the rebirth to actually happen, or for not, because you decide to take a different path, okay? But the portal is open now. It's open from the 26th of July, I believe. So it's open now. I feel this energy, this strength energy, this Lionsgate portal of confidence and self-assurity and making decisions with being in touch with your own source of your power. And that is why I'm strongly drawn to the fact that this is something to do with your purpose. Okay. So that may be playing a part. Let's see what would this person say to pile number 2 if they had the courage. You came closer than anyone. Yeah, it's like, I just heard licking the flame, okay, with the King and the Queen of Wands here. It's like, what does that mean, licking the flame? Interesting. But it's like, yeah, they're very in touch with their passion towards you, and it's like you were opening up a deep emotional well within this person. Instead of them just having, you know, strong passion with someone, they were like, oh, I can actually see a future in this situation. I can't stop thinking about you. Yeah, clearly, like they're really in their head about you, and the energy change in you, the energy shift in you. And I think they're worried about you and the decision. It's like people who are exhausted and overworked and overburdened can end up making decisions that are out of alignment with, you know, their truth. And I think this person is very afraid of that. It was my fault, but I blamed you. Okay, so if there was some heartache, particularly with this person, they're regretting their decisions. And they're thinking, oh gosh, is this change? Is this shift? Is this burden something that I caused, and am I going to still get what I want? Even though I feel like this person has grown up in this situation and wants to provide, Again, flip it if you need to. It could be you. One more. How does this person feel about this particular situation? What would they say? You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So yeah, if there was a separation, or if you are in separation right now and it's just like back to talking stage or something like that, then this person is kind of thinking, where do I stand? Like, do we have a future here? And this all says, do we have a future? I don't know. I don't know. They see a future with you. They're behaving towards you as if you're already in this future position, okay? But the rebirth hasn't actually happened. It's not like you've said, like if you're in separation, it's not like you've actually said, yeah, we're back together. Yeah, let's build a strong foundation. And yeah, let's bring the sun into it. But it's on the verge. It's on the verge. Okay. What advice do you have for pile number 2? Didn't even see that fall out. What advice do you have for pile number 2 in this situation? And the overall emotions this month. Okay. Lots. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's look at them in a sec. We have remain positive about this. Remain positive for yourself too. This really looks abundant. Remain positive that there is so much more in this to discover, or in this, okay, in your journey. No need to worry. Exactly. And this might be a message for if you're cross-watching and you felt the energy was flipped or something. Victory. Wow. Card number 44, and the crown reminds me of the king of the jungle, or the king of the desert, or the king of the plains, or whatever. Like this, it reminds me of the Leo energy. So 44, you've also got Aries energy here with the nasturtium. Angel number 44 and 4s are all about manifestations, right? Strong foundations, stability. So it's that tower in reverse of something does need like a stronger footing. It needs the footing to be rejuvenated here. So interesting that this is like got a sad kind of shifting energy underneath, but I feel like it is going to be okay. Reflection. Yeah, I think you are both feeling certain things the same, and that's why some of this might be flipped, and some of it might be like, oh no, that's definitely me. Success, sun energy, which I'm getting from all the Leo energy showing up. Strong Leo in this reading. Strength again. Yes, rebuilding. That pillar is going to really change this situation. Are you building a strong foundation for your own life, or are you building success when it comes to this relationship? Just as I was about to finish with you, pile number 2, and about to say stop, the battery actually exhausted. And I don't know why, because it usually lasts a lot longer than that. So very interesting. And that's why this like 10 of wands under here and this 10 of swords of like a very exhausted energy right now is just, it feels like maybe you two actually need to take a trip together, or even independently. Just to rebuild this relationship a little bit. So if you are in a long-term commitment and the passion that seems to be like under the surface needs to come up, and you need to kind of stop worrying about money matters, or about a particular legal issue, or there's healing that needs to happen for something that potentially was this person's actual fault. It was a mistake that they made, maybe something they said or something that they did, then maybe a trip will actually like reinvigorate this situation and give you both some time to reflect on as above, so below. Like, what do we need to focus on? Our darkness, our light, our shadows, okay? Very justice energy with that reflection. And what do we need to stop doing so we can consciously start doing better, okay? This is the overall energy that I'm feeling for your month in when it comes to love. But I would look up number 44, and I would look up lick the flame, like lick the flame. Somehow that's important. Even pop it below so we all know. A garden is always a series of losses set against a few triumphs. Life, like life itself. I thought I would get an extra message from that. Interesting. A garden is always a series of losses set against a few triumphs, like life itself. So someone's suffered a loss in some way, shape or form. And I just went to put that card upside down. So it feels like a loss of confidence. It's like a kick in the guts, you know, like as we say in Australia. I know it's pretty brutal, but it's a feeling of Like someone suffered a financial loss or a job loss, or just, you know, even hearing this news about what this person, you know, said that really cut you deeply, hurt you a lot, and you feel like, what do I do from here? It's love or it's money, okay? It's Venus in retrograde, and I strongly feel that both of those topics are somehow coming up here. And I think this requires conscious effort, conscious communication, and conscious decisions about, okay, where do we need to stop doing or stop thinking certain things, and where do we need to build our strength to find success. It's literally doing like a SWOT analysis on this relationship, okay? So I hope this has been useful. Obviously, I'm talking about in a relationship, getting in a relationship, a situationship. If you're completely single and you aren't dealing with anyone, then go and watch your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, all for August love, that will soon be up, if not are already up. And if you would like book a personal reading, the link to that is in the description box below if you want more clarity, okay? So only take what resonates. Beautiful souls, please look after yourselves. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Pile number 3, you chose the Sisterhood of the Rose card, Beauty and Devotion, Priestess, Mystic, Teacher. This is all about your love life in the month of August. Let's get into it. Sisterhood of the Rose. I feel like you're having a big awakening. This is coming up so much. Honestly, I feel like Venus retrograde is having such an effect on people at the moment. And I feel like you're finding your tribe. Your person's feelings for you. We have the Magician, their view of you this week. That makes sense, coming up as the Priestess, the Mystic, and the Teacher, and they're seeing you as pretty much that. Their view of you this week is the Fool, the 10 of Cups, and the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, 2 10s, closing out, and new things beginning. Taking a leap of faith. Their behavior towards you, the 7 of Pentacles. How do you feel about them? Successful. And what's the overall energy in this connection? What's the overall energy in this connection? I'm doing things a little differently this month. Let's see how it goes. We have the Chariot. So things wanting to move forward. Yeah, definitely things wanting to move forward. There's a decision about how do we move this forward, because this feels like a wish come true for this person. I feel like this person is seeing you as a wish come true. I feel like they're seeing you as very powerful though. They may have manifested you, and there's this energy of like possibly even manifesting you for lifetimes. Look at this energy, right? All these different people. And it's like, I'm becoming the best version of myself after all of these lifetimes. And this person's like, I know, I see. You're exactly what I've been looking for. Their view of you, and that's their feelings towards you. They're feeling like there's and it's interesting because their feelings are card number 1 and their view of you is 0, right? So it's like, this is the start. This is the start of something. As something else closes, it's the start of something else in this person's mind when they look at you. Because their view of you is you taking a leap of faith. So they really look at you like, wow. They're in full, they are admiring your beauty and devotion to your magic, to your truth, to your calling. This is so weird. I don't think I've ever had this in a pick a card before, but it feels like pile number 1 was like so messy and confusing. Pile number 2 was like starting to figure things out. And now this is like turning the page, like the page has turned. I actually feel like tingles all over my body. Wow. Whew. Okay, this is pretty magical, pretty magical. You've got the 10 of Cups and the Wheel here of how they view you. They're viewing you as someone they can have a happy family, blissful life with, and like you're some kind of lucky charm. Like, how on earth did I ever come into contact with beautiful pile number 3 who just is wowing me? Like, have they put a spell on me? Because I'm feeling all the feels, and I feel like I've pulled a rabbit out of a hat here. Like, wow. This person has huge feelings for you, and they're wanting to turn this Wheel of Fortune. They're feeling like, okay, if I can land a conversation, a date, a relationship, whatever, with pile number 3, then I can do anything. You know, this full energy is like, I want to take this to the next level, like now, okay? And then their behavior towards you is really saying like, look, I can see this going somewhere. The road ahead is paved in gold, or in this case, romance with all the petals here. I want to invest. I want to help you grow. I want to, like, especially if you're, you know, tapping into your own like psychic abilities and your own spiritual awareness and your own spiritual growth, and they see you having a sense of community around you, or perhaps being the leader of a particular community. They're like, yeah, I'm invested. I'm so invested. Let's go. Let's grow. Let's do this. Let's blossom. I'm like seeing you blossom is overwhelmingly delicious, is what I want to say. The scent of this is overwhelming me. Like, it's, I can smell this card. Like, it's just, there's this energy of this person feeling like they've come out potentially of a really ishy can I say that? Of a really crappy situation in this black void, right? And they've come out of that and they feel like they've just hit jackpot. Cha-ching, like jackpot, 100%. Let's get some clarity out here. With the Six of Wands being in how you feel about them, it feels like you're like, it's like this person feels like a big supporter of yours in some way. They may have given you an opportunity to be in front of more people. And I think you're viewing this person as like a catalyst for your success. And also that this 10 of Cups that you have together, this life that you create together, which may, I have to say, it may be a bit left of center. It might not be what everyone thinks that you two are going to do, or thinks the kind of relationship that you're going to have, or the life you kind of want to lead. Like, this could be really coming out of the spiritual closet and living a life in alignment with that, however that looks for you. It just feels something a little bit different and daring about that 10 of Cups. And I think you see this, the way you feel about this person is like, we can have success in this beginning, in this development, like 10 plus years of emotional fulfillment here, and the closing out of one particularly difficult situation for both of you, and then a lucky escape is kind of what I'm feeling. Escape with the Magician. It's like you made a lucky escape from this black void. So potentially one or both of you were in some kind of deep dark hole for quite a period of time. And then interesting that how sparse this card is, the Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck here, and yet there's this telescope of like looking ahead. And this is definitely the energy that I get here of looking ahead, but I feel it's lit up by this connection. The future is lit up by this connection. And there's the Priestess underneath. Okay, there's the Priestess. This is causing a tower moment of of epic proportions for good reason. For good reason. And it could be difficult to deal with, but I feel like it's teaching you guys such a lesson on clarity and bringing in so much justice for new emotional beginnings, new passion, setting up a life together of longevity, and a soulmate kind of connection here between the two of you. There's a really rich potential, but it feels like coming out of something darker, and this being the illuminating source ahead, like illuminating the night skies. I just heard astronomy, okay, with the star energy that was coming through. So look, I don't know much about astronomy, but there is a strong sense that there's some kind of like science meets magic element here. I mean, one of you could be very scientific and logical, and the other one could be very spiritual. And I feel like it's you, but flip it if you need to. And with this Chariot and the 7 here, moving forward, this is Cancer energy. Interesting that this is like 10 dancing people, and this is like 20 dancing horses. And it's like drawing us forward to this beautiful place of emotional fulfillment. And the 7s are about reflection and assessment, okay? Assessment of a situation. And so you've got 2 7s here, the 7 of Pentacles and the Chariot moving forward. The 7th house is about relating too. So partnerships, marriage, even foreign affairs, if you are like dealing with something worldwide here. Okay, let's clarify the Magician and your person's feelings. Let's clarify the Magician and your person's feelings for the month of August. Yeah, wish fulfillment strong. What? I said that. And that's not even what the Magician is really about. I love this so much. Okay, strong wish fulfillment. 2 cards literally saying wish fulfillment. Picked it up from that energy. This person is absolutely like, wow. What? Who? How? How did this happen? Even if you guys have been in a relationship for a long time, there's a sense that this person is seeing you transform magically. Like, magically. Like, some kind of leadership role that's put you in center of attention, that's put you in some kind of position for success, that has required a lot of courage from you to do, that's required you to level up in some big way. And this person is like, gosh dang, like this is so healing for this relationship. It's so healing for the way this person feels about you. They're so proud of you. They feel emotionally drawn to you, very much so. They feel like this is like the future. These 2 cards are looking ahead to the future. North Node, North Star. Like, I want to travel this journey with you. This feels like something you were destined to do, and this person just feels very, very happy for you about that, and happy for themselves that they get to be in someone like you, like your life, like they get to be part of your life. Clarify their view of you with the Fool, the Ten of Emotions, and the Wheel. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, this person is going to be loving all over you, wearing their heart on their sleeve, sending you little love notes. Like, you really got this person's heart aflutter here. And this is why they feel like karma is finally like paying them back for all the hardships that they've possibly been through in love, and possibly you as well. Look at that. Wow, you can't make this up. Leo energy with the Sun. This is so beautiful. It's like, this person's probably going to tell you that they want to have a stable, loving family life with you. They're probably going to tell you that they want to take this leap of faith towards, you know, a positive, beautiful, happy, fulfilling moment with you. That they want to be just as tapped in. They want to be around your warmth, around your energy. They're probably saying things to you like, I don't know what you've done to me, but this is just like the best thing that's ever happened. They're going to be very expressive with you. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles and their behavior towards you. The Six of Cups, a sense of loyalty and commitment to this growth between the two of you. They're wanting to invest equally when it comes to emotions too. I think they will actually show you that they're very loyal and very invested by their actions with their behavior towards you like that. And the Empress, they might even want to put a baby in you for some of you, okay? But they want to foster your fertility in terms of like whatever you're creating here. They really want to be part of it for the long term. And children, obviously, with the Six of Cups and the Empress coming up together, it's strongly saying children, okay? So children may be involved in this growth period here, or they would like to, especially with the Ten of Cups, which is often depicted as a family with children. But they're viewing you as like the Queen of all queens, and their behavior towards you is very protective if they're the masculine, because they're seeing you as the divine feminine. Or if you are the masculine, then this person wants to love all over you and wants to bear you children. But we all have masculine and feminine within us, and even if this is a same-sex situation, there's a feeling of like just protection and fertility between the two of you. So however it resonates for which person is which. Let's have a look at the Six of Wands being your feelings towards them. Your feelings towards them. That's probably going to clarify who's what. If this is this person having a moment on the stage as well, then it's like both of us are doing really well, okay? Because I feel like you're finding your place and you're tapping into your intuition, and you intuitively have made the right decisions here. And there's a sense of magic and secrecy that's coming from you, but also like almost like a graduation, like completing some kind of training, but also graduation into like this next level of understanding. The Hierophant is higher level education and higher level commitment. So yeah, how you feel about this person is matched. Like they're looking at you is how you're looking at them. You also think you have something to learn from this person. And that commitment is on your mind. There's the 10 of Cups. Did I just not say they're matched? 10 of Cups, 10 of Cups. 4 of Swords. This is a healing situation here. Page of Wands is like a move of expressive passion and wanting to move things quickly with the 8 of Wands, okay? Which is, I think, exactly what this person is feeling here. You know, taking this leap of faith, wearing their heart on their sleeve, looking at the future with 10 plus years of fulfillment, thinking that they've won the karmic lottery with you, feeling very positive about this situation. And you're also seeing this as the same, okay? You're seeing it as like, wow, I could really take a leap of faith towards this person and I could feel safe and nurtured in this connection. Beautiful energy. This is rare. I was just about to say and clarify the Chariot. We've got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, new beginnings. Hello. This is the overall energy of this connection. It's like if we move forward, then we are offering each other truth. We are offering each other support, and possibly like a gift, possibly a ring for some of you. We're offering each other the opportunity to clearly state our emotions. The Chariot and the Chariot. Wow. The energy of this connection is literally, let's go. Let's go. Here's my truth. Here's what I have to offer. Do you accept? Yes, I accept. Like you, I feel the same way. It's completely matched. This is so strange that this is literally, I feel, a graduation from pile number 1. Then you have the Strength and Leo energy again. 8-8 portal is strong. We're in Leo season. Venus being retrograde, talking about love and money, bringing up issues around love and money. In Leo, it's all here, okay? And the 10 of Swords, it's a sense of, okay, let's not get too far ahead. Let's not overthink too much. But I do want to leave my mental baggage behind. So if you're willing to leave your mental baggage behind, the Ace of Swords and the 10 of Swords, it's like after we leave it behind, we start fresh. There's no more spiraling. We can be true. We can be clear. And it's like now we get to walk up the staircase with a new, like a fresh start, a clean slate, okay? Leaving mental baggage behind, which kind of feels like loneliness, if I'm being completely honest. And this strength energy is like, you give me the strength to move forward. You have reignited something within me. I feel courageous in order to move this forward. And I feel like it's the right thing to do. You both could be Leos here. We've also got Aquarius. Cancer energy strong here. Yeah, Cancer energy is strong too. But all signs are present. But there's just this energy of better together. To be completely honest, better together. Wow. I love this so much. What would this person say? What would this person say? Finding out the truth crushed me. I'm grateful for the spiritual lessons. Spiritual lessons are strongly here. This finding out the truth crushed me. It could be a sense of needing to heal from whatever that was. And they don't want to repeat that same pattern. And I think that's why they're so excited. And look, this is why they're leaving burdens and mental baggage behind. It's like, I can actually heal from this situation because of you. Because you shed so much light into my life. And it's almost like a sense of I never thought it could be this good. I always wanted it to, but I never thought. It's time for me to heal now, 100%. This is healing time for both of you. You don't have to be fully healed to be in a relationship, and that's why I said better together. We're always healing, you know? What's that thing about never not broken? I can't remember. It's that kind of energy of just like, yeah, we're imperfectly perfect for each other together in this connection. Okay. We both know I am not the one for you. Okay, why? What's that about? I look for you everywhere. I think that if this is a rebirth situation, because Venus retrograde can definitely talk about people coming back around, then this is a case of like this person is doing their healing work with you and seeing you shine, and almost like a knock-on effect of like you're inspiring this person to change and to pull out all the stops that they know that they have and all the tools that they know they have within them to actually change for the better for themselves and to follow their North Star and to really be independent emotionally, like really healthily attached is the kind of energy that I'm getting. So I feel like that is a past tense if this is a situation that has come back around again. And especially with the wheel of fortune here, it can talk about one cycle closing, karmic lessons having already been learnt, and now you're in this higher learning phase. So yes, it's still healing because you're at higher learning, like you still have more to learn. But I think this person in their original state was not the person for you. And so you shining and focus, this is why I always say focusing on yourself and doing the work that you need to do, looking after your own health and happiness and all of those things is always the best thing to do when you're in separation with someone, rather than like anxiously attaching to their energy, stalking, constantly thinking about them. And this is why I have to say to people, like, make sure you monitor your tarot intake when it comes to drawing on someone's energy and wanting to tap into what they're feeling and always thinking about them. Put that energy into you, and I promise you it will attract back to you, because the Magician is all about manifesting. And I feel like this person's effort that they put in themselves has helped manifest you back into your life, and vice versa. What else? Can you give us some? Thank you. Overall advice for this situation and the overall emotions are so, that's a lot. I'll take it. All right, we have take action. Yeah. Beautiful energy of like, I feel like you're both that Chariot energy, like coming up twice, you're both in the energy of reciprocated actions. Which is really healthy and happy. And actually, it's so nice to see after the first two piles, to be completely honest. Improving health. I just mentioned that. So the focus on like when your nervous system feels happier and healthier and your mindset is more positive, and you know that you're investing in something that feels really, like I said, fertile, and I mean like in terms of growth there, it really does help you to improve your health. And this person encourages you to take care of yourself in the best possible way. It's like, I'm the best version of myself when I'm with you. Better together. Look for a sign. This might be happening quite quickly, okay? Like I said, the Tower comes after the High Priestess under here, so it could mean that things start moving really quickly. This goes to a higher level connection really quickly. And this is also the Ace of Swords, so it is a truth coming through like a bolt of lightning, a communication coming through, a message with the Eight of Wands again and the Page of Wands, and this is success again showing up. So this leap, right, this leap that you both seem to be taking towards the Sun energy, towards a more positive existence, towards your best lives, is really paying off. Abundance comes with this. It feels like a lucky charm. This necklace, this pendant, it feels like you're holding each other close to your chest, and you possibly have for a very long time with the Moon energy there. It feels like this might have been like a bit of a secret, and even if you didn't know each other, there's the sense that the universe knew you two would be together at some point and would play an important part in each other's lives. We also have more grows in the garden than the gardener sows. Gardener sows. Okay, so it's like the weeds will grow as well. Things will happen in life that you didn't plan for, but it feels like together we're going to make this happen. And it's like we didn't plant this, eucalyptus amongst these roses, or this succulent amongst these roses, but it's been planted before, okay? Past lives, okay? It feels like something's been planted before. And so much more is coming out of this garden than what you guys have actually planned for. And that's what feels like the most success. It's like you're manifesting everything together and individually, because you are together, because you have this beautiful connection together. This is where the richness of the soil, right? Remember I was talking about fertility and just there's so much growth. the richness of the soil will provide abundantly in ways in other areas of your life because of this stability that you are building. Intuition is strong with the sisterhood, the priestess coming up twice, okay? That makes complete sense. I think you're both tapping into your intuition about this situation. It's like a when you know kind of situation, but also using your intuition for the stuff that you've done. This is a graduation of the stuff that you've done that you focused on yourself with, okay? And if you don't feel like you've done that, this is your reading to say, hey, this could happen, because this is why I say time is fluid. This could happen in the future, very soon in the future is what I feel with all this like fast moving energy, the Chariot, the 8 of Wands, even the 2 of Wands. And this is your message to say, this is your focus. This is your focus for love in August, because this is what it can look like. Okay, so very much using your intuition. If you want to mirror, if you feel a connection with someone, even if you haven't met them yet, and you just know your soulmate is out there, look at this energy of like, if you put out the vibes, it's your vibe, very vibing energy. Okay, focusing on that, tapping into your intuition. And her whole crown is being lit up with a halo in this depiction, in this card here with the sisterhood of the rose. And the rose is here too. There's this blossoming, this unfurling. As you blossom, you are attracting each other. And I think it's a decision that has been made for both of you to do that, regardless if you know each other or not. If you're in a long-term commitment, it's a decision that you've made to both independently look after yourselves and manifest better for yourselves that manifested each other to each other, because like attracts like. You're tapping into the sweetness of this beautiful sweetness of life, like health, happiness, abundance, this richness. Okay, there's a sense of luxury coming through as well. Confidence boosts. Okay, strongly with all that Leo energy present. Passion is mirrored. Okay, because you're both looking after your health, and what happens when you look after your health is your passion improves. Passion projects as well, like I said, you leaning towards more of your calling, which again feels like a graduation from pile number 2, and it leads you to feeling creative. You creative with your passion, creative with your confidence, creative in ways to be sweet and romantic towards each other, and creative with your intuition. Okay, how far can we take this? How far can we test this? If I can manifest this, what else can we manifest better together? Okay, I freaking love this so much. This is like a dream come true, honestly. And like I said, if this is not something you're feeling, then you absolutely can create this, because it wouldn't have come out for you, wouldn't have picked this if it doesn't have the potential to do that. Okay, so take really good care of yourselves. Focus on the sweetness of your own lives now. If you would like to book a personal reading with me to get more specific, the link is in the description box below. But I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one.